The next component is the interior of the buildings. We've done the exterior. You've seen a global again of the overall process in combining all four ingredients, all four components. Now we're going to be looking at the interior of the building, which then makes up our interior, mechanical, and our safety. The interior part of the building is the more of the eye appealing, more of the aesthetics, but less of the cost. Remember again that, as I stressed to you earlier, the exterior is where the costly part is. The walls, the footings, the foundation, that's the structure out there that crumbles the building in essence. So where we have done is moved from more expensive to now lesser expensive as we go through. When we look at the interior of the building, we're going to do what you guys are seeing today. We're going to do globals. The rules, again, is this. We walk the entire exterior of the building for the exterior. We walk the entire interior of the building for the interior. Again, because people tend to upgrade as we have money to do it. In this case, you're going to see different things as we go through. Ceiling tiles, for instance. You shoot up here and look at the ceiling tiles there, and as we judge the ceilings, which is 2.3, you can see cosmetically there that these aren't in the best of shape. However, you look at your scoring guide, and on your scoring guide, I will tell you this, that sometimes the numbering isn't going to be exactly right. And the reason it is that our instruments are upgraded and our cheat sheets, which I call your text for you, has been not upgraded like our instruments. So you're going to find all the ingredients is maybe not at the same spot. And a good example is this. On your sheet, you're going to see floors as 2.1. You're going to see floors as 1.5 in your guide sheet. But don't let that bother you at all. All the ingredients is there. It's just that one has been upgraded, not the other one, and we haven't gone back and changed the instrument. This is the instrument that came from 1993, and interesting enough, it has not needed an upgrade. Our instrument itself here has done a little bit of better looks, put it on Excel and whatnot, but everything structurally is the same. So we're back to floors. You're going to look at floors. You see your little text sheet here on interior floors. They're fair, poor, and good. This is what you're going to be looking at. You're going to be looking at the ingredients of the floor. This is tile floor versus carpet. Tile floor throughout. So you're going to say to yourself, okay, how much of this square footage is tile? How much is carpet? And I'm going to be able to tell that through my walking through. Classrooms notoriously may be a combo, carpet, tile. That's okay. You're going to take you a little bit of pad as you go through and make some notes because these are going to be a little more complex, that they're going to have some good, some bad, some fair, some poor. And we're going to have to make a collective judgment overall, remember, because we have one category. So what you're seeing today is flooring here. And as we walked this building, we saw pretty much this entryway, believe it or not, all the way to the end has been replaced for tile. That's within a year and a half old. As we walked the rest of the building, we found that there was some carpet down into a different wing that is older. We found the library that has some buckles in it. So we made the collective judgment that about 25% of the flooring is not good. So therefore, calculation-wise again, we took the overall score and said, due to the fact that we got some good, some fair, but 25% not good, we judged this fair. This, for instance, if you saw anything like this throughout the building, that's good. You're not going to find anything better than this. And your categories there say signs of wear is apparent. That's fair. Frequent areas that need to be improved or maintained. That says that, for one, we may have a few cracked tiles, but not, or carpet, a little bit frayed. Carpet, interesting enough for you guys, is on its way out. New buildings, our new high school is going to have about 20% carpet. Offices, the library, the computer labs. Carpet is something that is considered, one, a high risk with carrying disease, carrying different things into that. Also tough to clean. Shampooers are tough. Getting on it is tough as we maintain it. So buildings are going with tile or going with VCT. They're going with rolled on linoleums to do away with carpet. And so you're going to see less and less of that. And as we maintain buildings, believe it or not, this was all carpeted at one time. This particular principal looked at this and said, Rich, we have wear and tear. We have stuff that's spilt accidentally or not, and it doesn't look good. So her goal was, I'd like to replace it all. We did this in pieces. We went down to that corner wall, with tile, and as money allowed us, we went to that far extreme, and then we went all the way to that end here last summer and put new tile. Her goal is to put tile in everything with the exception of her offices and her library and her computer lab. So we've now judged floors. Floors, good is the majority. Fair is some. We've judged it fair overall. Again, remember, because we've done a little calculation and we said about 25% is carpet that needs replaced. The rest of this tile is all good. So our category is fair. Walls. You're going to look at walls. There's a good example of walls. We're going to walk them and look at all the walls throughout. Do we see any of this? This is a cinder block wall. Do we see any of these walls that are gapped open, that have holes intruded in those, that are loose? Sometimes you'll go into a building and there'll be a type of a sheetrock that has holes in it. You're going to find brick that is loose. I can go inside there, outside or inside, pull the mortar right out of that. Those are considered poor to unsatisfactory. This building, as we walked it, we found the walls just as what you're seeing right here. Good shape, painted clean, no holes, maintained well. So overall, we say walls are good. Ceilings. We showed you a little aspect of this. So the question to yourself is, okay, how much of this stuff is cosmetic? How much of this is more? Where do we find water retreating through? I just told you outside we had a new roof. The check and balance is, now that the owner told us it was a new roof, is it show new in here? We can find that. You go to the corners, you go down the hallways, you look up and see if you see stains in here. You see no stains in here of water whatsoever throughout here. And so when we look at the ceiling, we find these. And so your question for yourself is, how much of this stuff is there? Well, I made the subjective judgment, and we judged this building that due to the fact that we have a few of these scratches, we have a few little minor holes throughout here. As you can see, there's a little bit. We say it's probably good, but there's enough of the blems that we could replace it to push us to fair. So subjectively, I say probably 25% of the tiles throughout cosmetically, and as we walk the halls, we have some areas we put brand new ones in. So we go back to our scoring sheet and say, okay, ceilings, fair. Now, fixed equipment. That means any kind of equipment that is fixed. There's fixed equipment there. It's plumbing, but it's fixed equipment. Heating units, air conditioning units, anything that is attached, water coolers, in the bathrooms itself, the partition walls, the stall walls, fixed. Fixed meaning attached, that is not able to be removed. That's the rule. Anything that is attached is fixed. So we walked through everything. We looked at these fountains that were there. We looked underneath, see if we could see water stains, which is the part of the plumbing part. But we see that our fixed equipment in most cases is good. So we marked this after we looked through here. Fixed equipment is good. We scored the overall category as 18. 18 put us then back into the category when we added everything in. And as you go back to your sheet, which you do after each time, remember, you're going to score the sheet, and you're going to put the total over here, and then you're going to put right above there what is the score that particular component got. And we find 18 as a score, which says that that's fair. And the reason you could judge fair is that out of the 4 areas that we have there, 2 of those were fair. So that gives you a pretty good indication. Half of it fair is going to be fair. So 18's fair. We got a good and a fair. Now we're going to go to mechanical systems. And then lastly, we'll go to our safety features. Now,